Hey, Gemini, welcome to the cottage. Welcome to your romance update from your fellow Gemini, Auntie Karen. How you guys doing, Team Gemini? Welcome in, welcome in. This is for you if you have Gemini as your sun, moon, rising, or Venus placement. All right, Gemini, let's take a look at what's going on in your love life. Romance update for the Gemini collective, please. By the way, Gemini, I do offer personal readings, and this weekend I've got one of the parts of my Black Friday special going on, 20% off of personal readings. Get it while it lasts. Here we go. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If you would like to book that personal reading, it is available at my website. The link is below this video. It's enchantedcottage333.com. That being said, Team Gemini, what's going on in love for the Gem Gems? For my fellow Gem Gems, what's going on, Gemini, in your love life? Let's get an update for Gemini. What's going on? What's going on with Gemini? What's going on? Uh-oh. What? Why is the Five of Cups here, Gemini? What's going on? Oh, my God. The Star in reverse. What in the sad sack is going on? King of Swords. You know what, though? You're trying to keep your head, not get too far down this rabbit trail of despair, right? Trying to stay in your head more than your heart, because your heart, not in the best state. Five of Cups. You're disappointed. Star reversed. In the blues. Why? That's you with that King of Swords energy. You know, that's air energy. You're trying to be mature about something, trying to keep your head, trying to be smart, trying to be wise, trying to be like, let me be reasonable here. Let me use my brain instead of my heart to think about this. But the Star in reverse is pretty overwhelming. That's a major arcana. Let's get a little more. Let's get a little more. Why is Gemini in the dumps? Down in the dumps. As my dad would say, my dad used to call that in the mully grubs, right? Why are you in the mully grubs, Gemini? What's got you feeling not so great? Let's find out. Give me more. Hierophant, you're in love with somebody. King of Cups. Damn. There's somebody here. Oh, but you're not together. Two of Cups in reverse. You and this person are not together. You feel like this is your person, your soulmate, but you're not together. Or your person. You may feel like with this Two of Cups in reverse, there's something you may have had some sort of you may not have been on the same page about something to do with this relationship, connection, what you wanted, what you were looking for, goals, dreams. They could have had, look, Emperor though, gosh. Gemini, is that you or is that them? Is that you standing on business? Five of Swords. You like, okay, Strength in reverse. Here's the thing. You like this person a lot. You feel like this person has a lot of good qualities. But you feel like part of their issue is they are slow to open up, slow to trust, and that makes this situation exhausting. Exhausting to deal with. Slow to open up, slow to trust. You may feel like, give me more on this, because this is crazy, Gemini. This is crazy. This may have started out a lot better and a lot stronger and then lost steam. I'm almost thinking that may be what happened here. Is because it looks to me like things started off really strong. I keep seeing that timeline, and then things went by the wayside. And you almost begin to wonder, you went from this person is really standing on business to this person is playing with me, they're playing games. You felt exhausted. So that's why you're down in the dumps. You're disappointed because you thought this person was an emperor. Now you're thinking they're not. That's what's up here. That's what's up. You thought this was going to be the person that you were your life partner. That's why the Hierophant came out, right? Give me more on this thing for Gemini. Tower. God, what happened, Gemini? You found out something here. And Gemini, you found out something that made you, that was a turnoff, made you lose interest. Okay, with the Ace of Wands here in reverse, and it was pretty big, Tower. And what's crazy is the Seven of Cups in reverse. Gemini, can I tell you that I think you had all your eggs in one basket, or at least you were really focused on this person. You may have had other options, but in your mind you didn't. Right? In your mind, this was your person. Even if you had other options, nobody else was even in the ballpark in your mind in this person. And now you're feeling exhausted, drained. You wonder if this person is a player with the Five of Swords. You literally, it's like you went from seeing things totally one way, where this person was just all that you were looking for, to all that you were not. That's why you're in this King of Swords energy. You're in this energy of, yeah, I'm disappointed, but I cannot ignore the facts. I cannot ignore what I see or what I feel. Cannot ignore what I see or feel. And I don't even think you're torn. Yeah, your heart's disappointed, but I think your mind is, I think, Gemini, your head's ruling this. I think you're making a head over heart decision all day long on this thing. I think you're disappointed. Your heart may hurt. You may have heartbreak. But I will tell you this, Gemini, you're not leading with your emotion. You're not letting that broken heart take you or your feelings for this person to make you compromise your standards and your boundaries. So I think you're kind of holding the line in where you are on this thing, and kind of taking this approach of it is what it is. Let's do this, Gemini. Let's see how this person is vibing toward you. Let's hear from them. This might go a little long, Gemini. This is a little bit of a deep reading, but I will. Let's hear from this person. Let's hear from this person. Give me this person. Give me the person that's come out, that Gemini has just gone from one extreme to the other in your opinion of this person, right? Or your thoughts about a connection with this person. Let's see where they're at. Let's hear from them. They definitely feel like this thing is topsy-turvy. Gemini, they think you're their person. I pulled the King of Cups for you. I pulled the Queen of Cups for them, or that could be vice versa. And I don't read gender anyway, but the Four of Wands is here in the reverse. So they feel like this thing is turned on its head too. They have emotions for you. They want to talk to you, Gemini. Two of Swords in the reverse. Maybe they feel like if they explain something, or that there's something you don't see clearly, they feel like you've given up on this. Yeah. Wheel of Fortune in reverse, Death in the upright. They feel like you have pulled the plug. They want you to revisit this, Gemini. Six of Swords in the reverse. I do feel like you've got communication coming from this person, and I think they want you to revisit it. They may have tried to release this and not been able to move on as well. I am picking that up. But they know what they want. That's why the Two of Swords is here in the reverse. Six of Swords in the reverse. That's a come back around card stuck on you. They feel very alone right now. They're down in the dumps. God, you guys are mirroring each other. Star in the reverse. They're all sad sack Gemini right now too. Yeah, Three of Cups in reverse. There could have been a third party here, but that's arguments, not being on the same page, not seeing eye to eye. We've seen that on your side. We're seeing it on their side as well. Arguments, harsh words, possibly. They really want to make right, though. They've got regret about these harsh words and the arguments. I can tell you that. I can see that. Okay, they really want to revisit this. They feel like it. Look, Gemini, you saw them as the emperor. They saw you as the empress. God. And both of you are disappointed that this thing is not going to work, or not working out. Again, their next action, you'll hear from them. And I think they want to open up communication. They're stuck on you. They want to revisit this. That's why the Six of Swords is here in the reverse, Temperance. They want to heal things. All right. They definitely want peace. That's why the Temperance card is here. That's why the Two of Swords is here in the reverse, making peace possibly after some obstacles, arguments. Could have involved friends, lies, deception even. All right. Um, but Gemini, that's what I believe you can expect with this person. They do want to revisit this. They do have fears that you're going to reject them. That's in the energy here, but they're hoping otherwise. They're very much in a come let us reason together kind of energy. All right. We're going to delve into this in more depth in Patreon. We're going to ask the hard questions, look at the long-term energies. We're also going to predict for new, what might be coming towards you new, and do the All Signs Cross Watcher over on Patreon. The link is going to be below this video, Team Gemini. And I thank you guys so much for tuning in. Let's go from here. I will see you on Patreon in a second, and we'll see where this is going to go from here. Thank you so much for tuning in.